Hi, I got on. I'll be right back. You didn't see that. You didn't see that? Okay. Now, we just have to wait. Hello, how are you? Yes, first here. I have tried all day to get on. I've had such a horrible day on this computer that it is pitiful. Aw, thank you, honey. I have, it's so good to get on. I have had such a bad time. 5 times I tried to go live. Couldn't get on live. Did a video. It was a disaster. Hi, Brenda. How are you, darling? I'm so glad to see everybody. It has been such a bad day. Michael, I couldn't remember your name, and I'm so sorry. But it has been a really tough day. Hi, Amy. Yes, I made it. And there's my Adrian and Simon, maybe. Simon, are you with him? Hi. I had to come on and tell you about my day. Wow. 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 My video and all the stuff that's going on, it was crazy. Well, no, I just wanted to just talk about it because it was so, oh, it was so wild. I am going to do some sewing videos. I have, I'm just going to message, hang on. Let's see who it is. Oh, never mind. Okay, just wanted to make sure it wasn't one of my kids. I love to sew, and I have a baby quilt to finish, and I have some aprons I want to make, and I have several quilts, huge quilts upstairs that I want to finish. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some sewing, and I'm going to go back to some crafting. I'm going to be doing some gardening. It's one of the reasons why I changed my channel. I was feeling pigeonholed into just cooking, and cooking is not just who I am. So, you know, I love to cook. And, you know, so I'm going to be doing a lot of things. I just want to be. Oh, Amy, I would love for you to come in and maybe let me help you, because I love to do that. I love to do that, and I love to sew, and it's really so easy to teach yourself to sew. It really is. Um, you know, you just start and you just keep doing, and you know, the more you do, the better it gets, and the more things you realize. And so, you know, I had my dishwasher all empty, ready to go for all the dishes. I had everything set out and laid out, and so good. I I was so pleased, and I was feeling so good today. I got up feeling good today. Hi, Nancy, how are you? And kids, I did this video. I'm just going to start. I did this video on this pie for Dig It Mart. It is Dig It Mart, isn't it? I hope I'm saying that right, because I need to hashtag him. But anyway, he wanted me to bake him a pie. So I got up this morning, laid everything out, and got it all set up, all my dishes set up, all my ingredients set up. And I started making a video. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. I do a lot of different things. Cooking is one of my main things that I've been doing, but I'm ready to go back to some crafting. I thought I could leave it, but I can't. It is Dig It Mart. I made your pie today, Dig It, and honey, it was so bad. My video was so bad. I started in, and Tommy got up, and he wasn't acting right. And I just kept doing my video, and I wasn't paying much attention to him. And he was trying to fix his breakfast, and he kept asking me questions. And I finally told him, I said, Tommy, you know where the sugar is. Get the sugar, because he was trying to fix some cereal. And so that was the first block in the video. The next thing is I started it again. And kids, he had the worst seizure behind me. Thankfully, I was not live. I mean, he fell so hard in my floor. So that was, really made me shake all over. So then I started it again when he got better, and he was sitting up on the floor, and he just wanted to sit there a little while because it takes him a while to move. So I went back to my video, and I just kept having trouble, with everything. But I have this pie in my hands, and Dig It Mart, I want you to see your pie. I've ate half of it. Me and Tom have ate half of it. It is probably, without a doubt, the best pie I have ever made in my life. And the video, I could not upload. I could not splice it together. I could not do anything with it. It was just hung up in my phone, all the parts. So I thought, okay, I will just come live, and I will do a live stream and show the pie. It hadn't been cut at that time. It has now. I tried 5 times to come on live, and it would not do it. So here's the pie. And I'm telling you that this pie is probably the best that I have ever made in my life. And I don't know when I will get a chance to make another one, because I have no supplies right now. So I will make you another one, Mart. But right now, this is my pie. Now, I put a little cinnamon and nutmeg in this because that's the way I like it. But I made a butter crust, and that thing is so flaky that it'll just flake off in your hands. And can you see that? It'll just flake off in your hands. And, oh, Amy, are you leaving us? Okay, I'll see you soon, honey. I am feeling so much better. And of course, this pie needs to go, because Tommy and I have ate half this pie today. And I am gaining weight so bad during this lockdown that it's going to have to go. But was so hard to stay out of it. I am feeling so much better. I got up this morning and I was clear. Um, I was able to just do just my, oh, Nancy, or Brenda, I love these dishes. These are Fire King. Absolutely one of the best pie plates that there is. And so anyway, I got up this morning and all I had to do was, well, I wanted you all to see this pie crust because I made it differently. I've made butter crust before, but I actually watched some videos of some of the bakers making them. And the one thing that they did is I've always worked everything into my crust till it was pea size. And they said to just flatten your butter. And so I did that. And oh my God, it is the best crust, the best pie I've ever made. Hi, Kathy. So I am going to be making some more pies. And Mark, you will get to see one, and I'm going to get some cherries. It may just be cherry pie filling because I don't know what I can get right now, but I'm gonna make you a cherry pie. This is really, it's fast to make. Really, you know, you work pie crust fast, and because you don't want it to get hot. So yes, thank you, honey. Um, so anyway, I I just wanted you just to hear about my day because, oh my Lord, I just finally went and took a nap. I thought, I just can't take no more. They got a blue dress. Who got a blue dress? Oh, you mean a blue wrench? I give them a blue wrench. I did. Yeah, the boys. So anyway, I have had a good day. I'm a little congested right now, but there's a weather. Yeah, okay. um, there's a weather front moving in, and we're probably maybe some, you know, tornadoes. We're watching out for them. But anyway, Sharon, I'm so tickled that you've come to my channel, honey. Thank you so much. And Dig it, Mart. I have missed some on your channel. I'm sure I will, Nancy. It's hot and humid here. It is that time of year, and you know, I live in Missouri, so I'm right in Tornado Alley, and oh, Kathy, I didn't know that. You hadn't told me that. But so anyway, this is not. I didn't intend to be on a long time or anything, but Tanks, you're trying on bras and knickers here. You got a wrench too, didn't you? Oh, that sounds cool. You made necklaces and earrings out of your wood scraps. Yeah, I'm afraid it's gonna be bad this evening because it has really turned off hot. Now, it wasn't this morning. I had a great morning for baking, and you know, I just can't believe how good this pie turned out after all the disasters that I had. Tom having a seizure, and the talking through it, and the broken video and all that kind of stuff, because it would not load together. It loaded together once, but it took all the talking out of it, and it just made it a long not a long, but a just a string of music and images going by. Uh, so hi, Scottish Relics, how are you? So anyway, that was my pie bacon saga, and I'm so pleased with it. And let me tell you, Tommy and I have ate this half pie. It has got to go out of the house. It has got to go out of the house. So, Marta, I wish you was here to pick it up because I would give it to you. Because it is really, and I wouldn't lie to you about this. I, sometimes my food is just good. I'll say, oh, that tastes good, and I smile, and it does. But this was fantastic, and I have never made as good a pie, and then couldn't get it up. I relics and stack stones. It is going from the pan to my lips and right straight to my hips. Well, I wish you could have seen me put it together because I mean I had all the techniques down. I was doing fine, and then Tommy had the seizure behind me, and I had to cut that out. I was going to have to cut that out. He fell and he hit his head so hard. Luckily, I was not. Yeah. Uh, I don't want any heavy whipped cream. I want ice cream on that. And then I just finish it off. I really want some black walnut ice cream on it. I think that would be good. Hello, wild fellows. And Amy Ventures. Hello, honey. Honey, we're getting storms. It's coming up right now, but it's not here yet, but it is coming up. But Tommy's had a bad day. I had a bad day. I finally just laid down and said, the heck with it. I'm going to bed. And I went to bed and slept for a while. And I just can't believe how much better I feel today. And this is getting to be kind of a regular thing for me to just sit right in front of this camera and talk. But it works. It works. And so, yes, I've changed my channel name, and Kathy helped me come up with the name, and I absolutely love it. I love it because it's me. I have moods. I have sewing moods where I love black walnuts. I love black walnuts. I had to cut down all my trees, and so I don't have any anymore. But I don't like to process them myself, and they're too hard to pick up and get up, and I just can't do it anymore. I just don't do it anymore. But I love black walnuts, and I love black walnut ice cream. Really, really good. But anyway, I've got lots of sewing that I want to get done, and I've got enough scraps to make 3 dozen quilts. I know I do. You didn't even see the change? Well, I'm glad it wasn't too overly, dramatic, but it is me. I never do anything for a long period of time without changing to something else. But I love to paint. I love to sew. I love to draw. I love to talk. Talk is my big one. I love to craft, paper crafting. I absolutely love to do. And I'm going to be finishing some journals, and some of my favorite friends are going to be getting some. Hello, Digger Den. How are you? Digger Den Tyson. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you for coming in. I keep showing off my pie. I'll just keep picking it up. I made this today. And it's the best pie I ever made, and I couldn't get a video of it. So I am doing well. And I keep picking at it with my fingers, and that's not good. I mean, that crust just layers off. It is absolutely the best crust I ever made. I do too. I do too, because it's so hard. Do I keep them in long? Honey, I had one for 45 years, so yeah, I guess I can. I guess I can, but he's been gone for 15 years. So, and I haven't, for a while, I kind of played around and thought I might want to, have another one, but I never did find anybody that was nice enough to have, if you want to know the truth. I started online dating, and I met a lot of men, that, well, honey, I've put on 5 pounds eating half of it, because me and Tom ate that half pie. And we'll probably finish it up, because I sent a message to my kids that I've got pie and we could have it on the porch if they wanted to come down. And they just didn't bother. So it's mine. Oh, well, you know what, Kathy? I probably would, but I have not. Well, it's not that. It's that the men that I met were basically my age, and they were set in their ways, and they did not want to, they didn't want a relationship. And if I go with somebody, I want a relationship. I do not want it to be a casual dating thing. I'm not like that. I can't do that. There you go. My son sent me a message and said he was working. But my daughter-in-law works from home. She didn't come down. And of course, she's got a good figure, and she tries to keep it there. Okay, honey. Well, I'm so glad that you come in and seen us for a while. Hi, Sabrina. I'm so tickled when you all come in and see me. It just thrills me to death. Kathy, I'm telling you, I would let you have some of it, a big piece of it. It's yeah, after all the stuff that happened with it, I didn't think it would turn out. I figured that was going to be the worst pie I ever made in my life, because of all the stuff that went on in the background, and all of the stress that I was feeling, and all the stuff that was going on. I was like crazy trying to get that thing made. And oh, well, I would take some nana pudding. I would. Um, I just couldn't believe that it come out. Thanks. Oh, shoot, honey. You didn't lock her in? I would have locked her in. Excuse me, but I'm going to have a little, because I have laid down for a while. I have a little bit of a cough that I think my. Hi, Clara. I have just a tad of a cough, so I'll probably do a little inhaler here and get over that. Oh, honey, I am okay. I just have laid down, and it's just kind of built back up again a little bit. But no, I'm okay. I've only had to do one breathing treatment today, which is great. And the medicine done what it was supposed to do, which help break that up. And so, yeah, I cough a little bit, but it's better coughing than to have it just hung up in your lungs. And so I have been very sick though. You can tell by the darkness of my eyes and stuff. And then that I don't ever put on any makeup because, I'm at home stuck. Yes, I have asthma, and you need to be wearing a mask when you go out digging. Tell you, I'll tell you, I went outside, and it really gave me a little setback because I'm allergic to oak pollen, and my world is covered with oak trees. Uh, my whole house is surrounded by oak trees, all in bloom, full bloom. Okay, honey, you go ahead. You go ahead. Oh man, it is. And my car is sitting right underneath a big oak tree. I will not be able to get in it until it is completely cleaned and dusted out because it seeps in everywhere. Everywhere. It is so fine. And I was never allergic to it until I was probably 40 or, 45. Okay, Nancy, it was good to see you too, honey. I'm going to be very safe. And Tommy's fine. He was fine when he woke up, but he hit hard. He hit his head on the cabinets on oh, thank you, Clara. He hit his head hard. And so anyway, it really knocked me for a loop for him to have that seizure. And if I had been live, I would have just had to just left it, you know, just left it on and let you all see it. And it's not something you all want to see. He's playing his game and he's had some pie and he was happy over that. We still haven't had supper, but we ate a late breakfast. So, um, yeah, it was very scary. And, but he has bad ones. He has really bad ones. And, the type he has is not good. It's the worst you can have, and there's nothing they can do. They've given him all the medicine he can have. There's nothing they can do anymore. So he's just going to have to live with them. We're just going to have to live with them. So, night, babe. Mwah. Love you, Nancy. Thank you so much for coming in. And so anyway, we just live with them. But it's okay because we've got so we know what we're doing. And he didn't even know he had one this time. And I'm surprised. I figured his head would be hurting, but it didn't. He got tired, got sleepy after it was over with, and slept for a while. And I laid down and took a little nap, and we got up and he was up when I got up, and he was sitting there. I knew he hadn't ate, so I said, "Would you like some pie?" And he did. He wanted some. So anyway, but I felt bad because Marta, I had promised you that pie, and here I tried to make it, and it just turned out such a mess on the video that I wanted you to see that I did make it, and I'm going to make you a cherry pie so you can see it being made. And thank you, honey. He's such a, oh my gosh, he's just, what can I say? He's such a blessing to me. He keeps me company. We have a good time together, most usually. And, and we're just, there you go. For his naughty lady, the one knocked to get out. That may have been like I'm trying to escape. Just was she running? Now I'm joking with you. I'm joking with you. I love you, honey. Don't take that wrong, because I'm joking with you. Okay, I'm going to do this inhaler real quick. But anyway, I have to hold my breath for a minute. Okay. Now I'll feel better. Wild fellows, am I subscribed to you, honey? If I'm not, I will be just as soon as this is over with. There's so many that have started coming in now to a lot of the other live streams that I haven't been able to get because they took our buttons off. And I don't understand that. And then today I went into my comments and I had 2 months of comments come in today on my channel. I check it every time I upload a video. I check it actually sometimes daily because I edit, I'll edit a little bit, or I'll change a name, or, I might do something on a video. So I'm in my YouTube studio all the time. And yeah, it helps a lot when I do it. Anyway, so anyway, I went in there and I was asking Kathy because Juliet commented on my I made a community tab for the pie, and I put a picture up of the pie. Anyway, I got a comment from Juliet, and it has never shown up on my community tab. So I finally answered it anyway on the tab, but it still doesn't show on it. Yeah, some of them were from 2 months ago. From 2 months ago. And I check that thing daily. Or not daily, but at least 3 or 4 times a week. Close enough to daily. I couldn't believe that all of those were there. And some of them I know I had posted on, but they must not have gone out. Oh, I know it is because I tried 5 times to come on today. I am missing them too. There, she's back. Did you get all that sewing done already? Excuse me. It will make me cough. I'm so glad you're back, Kathy. How wonderful this is that you all pop in like this. Honey, I live in Missouri. I didn't get it live. I didn't get it on, honey. It was so many things went wrong, and I had 6 segments and I couldn't upload any of them. And but anyway, I'm going to do another live on making pies. So, I just wanted y'all to know that this is not going to be the last one I make, because I want to keep this up. I don't need the pies. But, when you learn something new, you want to play with it a while. It's like, hey, that's pretty cool. And I had been overworking my butter. I made good pie, 6 segments. Yes, and I mean, every time I turned around, something else was happening. So I had, and some of them was, I should have just done it live. It really turned out good. It's probably the best one I ever made. And now I'm not kidding you. And I thought that's going to be the worst pie that anybody will ever put in their mouth, because everything was going wrong. I just couldn't believe it. And I don't know. I was blessed with a good pie. And I've ate half of it. Well, not all. I've ate a quarter of it. Let me put it that way. It sounds a little bit better than half. Because once through the lips, it's sitting on these hips. I can guarantee you that. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm I gotta quit doing this to myself. I'm diabetic. I'm not supposed to have sugar. And I yeah, that didn't what happened. So yeah. It was a day. It was a big day. You can see Tom's bed now that I've turned my camera a little bit. Tom sleeps in my living room because of his seizures. He sleeps in the room. Okay, kids, I've got company. They've come after pie, I bet. I sent a message to my kids and said, "There's pie on the porch." I'll tell you, this one would make them cry. They'd be crying for more. I know. I know. We. I'm not even going to think about it right now. Somebody going out in the field. Okay, I'm going to look to see who's going out in the field real quick. I'm not going to have to leave, I don't think. Well, they're getting the cleanup next door. Okay, honey. Oh, I feel so much better, and he's going to be fine, honey. Once he has them, he's done usually. Uh, but you just never know. And I know I don't even want to think about weight checks right now. I'm not even going to worry about it. I will take care of it later. I've got to get back on my diabetic diet and watch the carbs because I was normal. I was down to a normal level, and of course that's with medication. But I was maintaining a normal level, and now I do love to watch him dancing in the field. I do love to watch him dancing in the field. I know, I know, I am different for sure. There's my Linda. Hey, honey, how are you doing? Did you see my new name change? Kathy helped me get that. Pie. You missed the pie making because everything that could go wrong went wrong. But I do have the pie, at least half of it. Best pie ever made. I'm telling you. And I'm not exaggerating. My mother would have said, I've got to quit wiggling like that. That kind of made me dizzy. Uh, got a good scald on it. And that's what she would have said over that pie. Got a good scald on it. And I don't know that those all these ladies worked in canning factories around here, and they would scald the tomatoes and take the peelings off. And so I think that's where that comes from. Oh man, Linda, I do too. Pie or a cake, I'm just back me up. Anything bready with it, I don't. Candy, I'm not so much on. Uh, Ice cream once in a while, but that's cute. Uh, you put something baked in front of me. There you go. Well, you know what? I'm kind of that way too. I just soon have a pie as a cake. Uh, I love cookies, and I still want to make my cookies for you. I have a blue ribbon recipe on cookies and I'm so proud of them because it is my recipe. I made it and I submitted it to Just a Pinch and won a blue ribbon on it. And it has been published now. The last time I looked, it was published 12 times. So that's pretty cool. I see a lot of variations on it. I haven't seen my exact recipe because they kind of put a little, kibosh on that. You can print it exactly, but you have to give credit. And so anyway, and I even have a newspaper article on it. I was in the papers, local, little town, but I was in the papers. My sister found it for me the other day and showed it to me. Oh yes, we're getting storms, so yeah. No, 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 no. He didn't snuggle himself inside that little envelope. Have you, Linda? I went out and helped my son. He come up and mowed, and I went out and hello, fabric, paper, and beads. How are you? Um, I went out with my son and picked up some sticks and stuff over the yard. And I must say, we killed a copperhead in the backyard. Uh, so they are out. And so everybody be careful with that. Of course, I may be the only one right now in a copperhead area, but copperheads are not good. And Clint says he killed it, and he said, I think it's a rat snake. And I don't know what he was looking at. I walked over there and turned that thing over, and I said, no, that's not a rat snake. It was a copperhead, and it was a big one. So in my yard, which I haven't had those in my yard in ages. So, you posted a picture of your dinner tonight. Well, bad mine's, I've got some kind of medicine always in mine. I am in Missouri, honey. Where are you? Oh man, I hate them. Well, I don't like any snake, but I can handle a black snake. Although we had one last year that Clint had to come up and kill because it was 8 foot long, the black snake. And yeah, well, it's stormy time tonight. They're talking. So, but anyway, it was usually they're pretty timid, but this black snake was not timid. And so I told my son, I said, you're going to have to carry it off, take it down to the barn or something, because we don't kill them because they eat the mice and and they really are good for you're in Camden County. Oh wow, Sharon, you're just you're just a neighbor. You're a neighbor, honey. So anyway, he started to pick that thing up, and it went to striking at him, and he finally just killed it. He said, "It's just I can't handle it. It's too big." So he killed it, and he tried to hold it up. Now my son is 6'1", and he had that thing held up over his head, completely up in the air like this over his head, and it was dragging the ground. Biggest black snake I've ever seen in my life. And I said, well, I'm glad it's gone. We went dark in the house. Hello, everybody. Yes. You just have just the one. We have lots of poisonous snakes. We have rattlesnakes. We have water moccasins. We have the copperhead. I don't know. I don't even know what all that we have. But yeah, we have to watch all of them, and you have to know. You have to know your snakes. That's because there's so many of them. I have water snakes down in my pond that I thought were moccasins, but they are not. They're just a Missouri water snake, and they're harmless. Um, Although they eat my fish. So, and the storks ate my fish. And Midwest boring snakes. Well, I'll tell you what, there's too many of them in my life. When we moved out here and bought this house was just a shell, really it was. And they had a big auction, sold everything out. And we went into the garage, and the garage didn't have anything in it. Didn't have anything, it just had just the slats up the side, the boards. And on every crossboard in that garage, there was a snake. It stunk so bad. I don't even know how they got everything out of it. We don't have scorpions where I am at in Missouri, but I know they have them. But yeah, we have little ones, because we went to a fishing cabin one time and it was just full of them. And I wouldn't stay in it. I just said no. Absolutely not. I'll sleep in the car. So it was a short fishing trip. So anyway, I am just jabbering. I'm just jabbering. I did say no. I just said no, no, no. I walked in there, and I mean, they were everywhere. They were everywhere. And I just said, and Harvey says, we can sweep them out. And I said, no, no, we will not. So we stayed in the car, which was not well. In it, we have a van. We had a van. We stayed in the van, and then about 9 o'clock the next morning, we were ready to go home. We did put our poles back in the water for a little bit. Yeah, yeah, you got that spelled right. And yes, we do too. Oh, Tinks, Ireland is my kind of place then, because I'm telling you, I don't like them. And actually the black snakes are not horrible snakes, because they very rarely are aggressive to humans. They just crawl off and they're gone. But this one was aggressive. And yeah, I'm not going to have a snake that's just going to lay around the house and be aggressive with kids. I had babies around the house all the time. And so no, if it's aggressive, it's gone. We've had some dogs dumped on us. This is new. 3 of them all at one time in one night. And they bark. They're not mean, but they bark. And they bark all night long. And I am just done with them. I'm just done with them. And it irritates me. I have one that acts like it might want to bite. And I can guarantee you that I will kill a biting dog. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but I will kill a biting dog. My son was bit in the face by a dog, and there will never be anybody else bit around me if I can help it. It was horrible. It was horrible. He was bit right here. And luckily it didn't, he was young enough that it didn't scar him. But no biting dogs, no biting animals, No mean animals. Uh, I don't care if they look mean, because sometimes it's not kind of nice to have one that looks a little mean. Um, I had a boxer. I'd tell this story. I had a boxer, and I had uh, some kind of religious group come up to the house, and my boxer ran straight to the car. And they rolled down the window, cracked it a little bit, and said, "Is that dog mean?" And I said, "Well, I wouldn't get out." And they left. But I was not in the mood for having visitors right there. I was not in the mood. So anyway, so sometimes it's just nice to have. That's right. Just love bites me. That's right. Adrian, I really enjoyed your walk, although some of your pictures were doing this little number on the houses, and it kind of got to me for a bit there, but then it kind of evened out. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. The town was beautiful. Uh, Tank said I would probably would like to live there, and I wouldn't. England is beautiful, so I could probably live in England, but I don't think I could live in that town because I need a little more space around me. Mm-mm. I like my land. I like my yard. I like my being out here where I'm private and can get out in the yard and do what I want to do. Pretty much. I'm not that, I'm not super private, but I can get out in my shorts, or I can run the clothesline in my. You want pie now, Linda? Well, honey, I wish you could come and get some of it. I really do. Somebody needs to. But anyway, I like my land around me, so it'd have to have a little bit of land. You showed one house that at least had a yard. That did help. Space to breathe. But I can get rowdy. I like to get rowdy once in a while. You know, holler and whoop, and I used to call her from the field. Yes, I bet you did. It was a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Yeah, I would go out in the back on the back porch and holler Herb in the hayfield, and he could hear me. I don't know if I could do it anymore, but I could when I was young, and I kind of like that. He couldn't get very far from me. He could hear me. If I started yelling, he could hear me. So, yes. Isn't she a little doll? I absolutely love that little thing. I've got to make her some things and send them to her. I have just been in such a horrible state with my health, and my, oh man, my brain has been racked. Is anybody having nightmares besides me? Bad dreams, wild dreams. I have nightmares, and I have just stupid dreams that keep me up a lot. Of course, prednisone doesn't help. And some of the puffiness is going down from the prednisone, thank God, because it makes you swell. But yeah, the dreams are vivid. Oh man. Woo. Well, they're about like that here. They really are. Yeah. Sharon, you heard me talk about it. Yeah, I did talk a little bit about some of it, but I don't know that I don't remember touching on the dreams. But I have had some of the weirdest dadgum dreams. I mean, just weird. They don't make sense. I used to dream movies. I used to dream books. I would get up and write in the middle of the night because I would dream books. And I don't do that anymore. Mine are they're too messed up. I know if I could ship it to him, I would. And for Linda too, dadgummit. I bet she's gone to the kitchen to make one. And Kathy has cooked all day. But I think Tom and I are going to have bacon and eggs for supper. We're going to have a breakfast for supper because I don't want to do any more cooking today now that I've been through all of that. Oh my good Lord. We're going to have breakfast and then more pie. Because this pie's not going to, it's not going to last here. I could freeze that pie. And I would eat it frozen. I have Adrian. I want to make her a little finds bag. I make purses and bags. You are closer. Sharon, come on, honey. Just come on. We'll have pie on the porch. We can keep 3 foot apart. We could have pie and coffee. If you would say, I'm going to come, I would put this away and not touch it. There you go. Some goodies for dessert. Yes, I want you to look at the list of stuff Kathy has made. 3 meatloaves, 2 pans of cabbage rolls, 2 onion and mushroom hamburger steaks, and a banana pudding. And I cried over making a pie. No, you're not going to come, Sharon. Okay. I understand, but I'm not contagious. This is just my old asthma lungs, and no, it's allergies actually, and because of my asthma. It's the allergies that I have. It goes along with it. So it's been, it's been rough, but it is breaking up, and it is better, and I'm not having to do the breathing treatments like I did, and so that's. Wasn't she busy? And then she's going to fry chicken all day on Thursday. What can I say? I'm trying. I'm not going to get away from cooking, guys. I'm going to keep on cooking because I have loved doing the cooking part. I really have. I just want to add more to it. So that's the reason I changed the name to My Creative Moods, because I may make a quilt for a week. I may sit down and make a quilt from end to end. I don't know. It's just there you go. um, it depends on the mood I'm in. If I take a notion to make and finish a quilt, I'm having trouble with this baby quilt. Oh my gosh, Clara. That's something I want to do is cook with people too. I want to go like to my sister's house. She makes the best soup. I'm telling you, it is like heaven. She makes the best soup. And along with it, she makes fried cornbread with thyme in it. And oh my gosh. I know. Teens. She's not the right time to be talking about food. But that soup is just, she brings me soup once in a while. And I said, Kathy, I need to come and film you making your soup. It would just be a wonderful addition to the channel. Claire, oh, no, 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 no. We're not going to get there. Hey, there you go. Somebody do the washing up. I wish you'd come in and detect on my farm, see what you could find. Fried mush is good. Heard of someone making cornbread in their waffle iron. Was new to me. They said it turned out really good. You bet. You could come and detect on my farm. I don't know if you'd find anything, but I'll tell you what, this farm was owned by an old German guy, and he didn't like the banks. I can tell you that. I fully someday expect to turn over a can of coins somewhere in this yard, because he was almost 90 when he left here, and I don't know if he had been able to dig them up. I like hot, spicy cornbread. I like the corn in it. I like the. Oh, honey, you just make it and make them like pancakes. You just put them on a griddle and make them like pancakes. Or you can put them in butter in an iron skillet. Yeah, I never heard anybody making cornbread on one, though. That's what I was saying. I don't know why you couldn't, for sure. But I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, corn cakes. And I'm going to make some hush puppies. Somebody had asked me to make hush puppies. And if you all have never had hush puppies in, I don't know, do you have hush puppies in England? Some of my England people do. Do you have hush puppies in England? Adrian, Tinks, anybody? Am I still on? Is anybody still here? Am I froze? Hush puppies. Hush puppies. That's what they call them. And what they are is a cornbread with onion in them. And you make little, you just dip them out and drop them in hot grease, and they swell up like little balls, and they call them hush puppies. Yes, they're puppies here too. There you go. That's what happened to y'all. Okay, Tom's won a game. Let's see. 3 stars. You're doing good. Anyway, they are delicious, and they're really, really good with fish. So y'all like your fish and your chips. Try making some hush puppies with them. Yeah, but we have weird names too for things. I mean, why would you call cornbread hush puppies? That, that it is, they serve it here a lot. That Tom Tink said hello. Can you say hello? Here, let's okay, let's claim that. And let's turn that music down. Where's the music? We gotta turn that music down for just a minute. Okay. Now Tink said hi. You gonna say hi?
Hi, Tinks.
Cornbread. Cornbread, not hornbread. Cornbread with a C, because it's ground cornmeal. And there's Adrian said hi, and Linda said hi, and but anyway, it is really, really good. I've got some cabbage I need to make coleslaw out of. We'll have to do that. Um, it's getting funny in here. It often does in my house, honey. Things get out of hand. Oh, or it used to. It doesn't now. Lord, it's so boring now. Cornbread, yes. That's cornmeal. And you just mix cornmeal and milk and an egg and some green onions, and you want to use, well, we've got Jiffy Mix over here. It's got everything in it. That's what I would use. But you might have something like Jiffy Mix, a cornbread, just a box of cornbread already ready to fix with water. But anyway, it's not hard to make. Little oil in it. And then you dip them and you just drop them in balls into deep grease. And they just fry and puff up, and they are absolutely delicious. And especially with fried fish and coleslaw and all the trimmings that go with fish. Do you all have coleslaw over there? Do you make coleslaw out of cabbage? Which is, like a sweet. Sometimes it's not so sweet, but okay, we've made you hungry, haven't we? It is getting supper time. Again, it's way past supper time for us, but like I said, we ate half pie, so we're not too hungry right now. Come back again, honey. I so appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. And it has been fun. Bye, hon. Oh, you know what? I like doing this. I like just sitting here talking. It's just, uh, it's fun. Last time was a little depressing because I was talking about, the way things were going. But this opening up, I'm hyped with sugar. I'm hyped with sugar. I ate a quarter of a pie. I'm on a sugar high. uh, yeah, we're opening up this dead gum world, and it's going to come slamming us right back in the face. And I was not too happy with that because I've had enough of my house. I want to go out. I want to be like the rest of these people and say, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to go. Uh-oh. Okay. Hang on. That was an emergency alert. There is a tornado warning in this area until 7:50. So I need to go take shelter, kids. I don't know where it's at. So you know, I'm going to have to find out here. I haven't had any alerts on my TV, so I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to get off of here because I don't want to be on the computer when a tornado comes through. And we have to plan for our tornado exits because we have no place to go and they're not fun. So I'm trying to get it through that camera. Come on, take it. Take it, take it. I'm telling you, kill me. Okay. Well, I don't think it's that serious because don't have an alert on my TV and it is going in my bedroom. So I don't know where it's at, but I'll have to look for the weather and, you know, see where it's at. But, okay, honey, I will. I will. So I'll talk to you all later and, I'm going to be fine. Don't worry about me. I will be fine. I've gone through a lot of these. Take my pie, 2 spoons in water. Good idea. Okay. All right, guys, I've got to get off and find out where this is. I love you all. Thanks for coming in. And thanks for lightening my mood because it was kind of a heck of a day. And I love you all. Talk to you soon. Oh, wait a minute, I can't do that. I've got to sign out.